Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the Anime Dungeon Fighters Fruit Tier List Roblox 2025. That's right, we're ranking all the fruits from best to worst, so you know which ones are worth your time and which ones you might want to avoid. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Now, let's get started with the Anime Dungeon Fighters Fruit Tier List Roblox 2025, from the best fruits to the worst ones. Alright, let's kick things off with the D tier, and at the bottom of the list, we have sand fruit. Now, I gotta say, sand fruit is probably the weakest fruit in Anime Dungeon Fighters right now. It's the first fruit a lot of players will get, but unfortunately, it just doesn't stack up against the others. Low damage, limited abilities, and it really doesn't offer much in terms of versatility. If you find yourself stuck with sand fruit, it's best to keep grinding and move on to something better as soon as you can. Trust me, there are way stronger options out there. So, if you're using sand fruit right now, don't worry, it's just the start of your adventure, but keep an eye out for something more powerful. Next up, we've got C tier, which features the ice fruit and the inspire fruit. Now, these fruits aren't terrible, but they're definitely not the best options in Anime Dungeon Fighters. You'll see these a lot, especially early on, and while they're decent for starting out, they're going to get outclassed quickly as you progress. The ice fruit can be fun for some quick freezes, but when it comes to power, it's just not up there with the heavy hitters. And the inspire fruit? Well, it's more of a support fruit than anything else, so it's not something you want to rely on for heavy damage. But hey, if you're new to the game, they'll serve you for a little while until you can level up to those more exciting fruits. Alright, now let's talk about B tier, where we've got some solid fruits: leopard fruit, spike fruit, liver's taurine fruit, ninjutsu fruit, and fox fruit. These fruits are definitely better than the ones in C tier, but they're not quite at the top of the pack. Leopard fruit brings some good mobility and decent damage, making it a fun option for players who like speed and agility. Spike fruit is pretty reliable in combat, but it's more of a mid-tier pick overall. Then, we've got liver's taurine fruit, which is great for survivability, though it lacks an offensive power compared to others. Ninjutsu fruit brings some solid abilities to the table, especially if you like playing stealthy and quick. And finally, fox fruit, which has some neat utility and decent power but still can't compete with the S tier fruits. These fruits are definitely worth using while you're grinding for something better, but if you want to dominate in the game, keep looking up to and S tier. Now we're getting into the good stuff. A tier. Here we've got the light fruit and the Buddha fruit. These fruits are powerful and definitely worth picking up if you're lucky enough to find them. Light fruit is fast, and its attacks pack a punch. It's got great mobility and can dish out some serious damage, making it one of the top picks for players who want to be quick and effective in combat. As for Buddha fruit, it might not get as much love as some of the other fruits, but it's definitely solid. The Buddha fruit offers a massive boost in size and strength, turning you into an absolute tank. While it may not have the speed of some other fruits, its ability to absorb damage and hit hard with massive moves can be a game changer, especially in tougher fights. Both of these fruits are great for anyone looking to get a strong foothold in the game, but they're still not quite as overpowered as the ones in S tier. Alright, you've made it to the S tier, and if you've reached this far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm bringing you the best of the best here, so show some love to the channel and keep up with all the latest tier lists and content. Now, let's talk about S tier, the creme de la creme of Anime Dungeon Fighters fruits. In this tier, we've got the Sun Wukong fruit, Gaku fruit, Dark Lord fruit, and Love fruit. These fruits are next level, offering you some insane abilities that can really make a difference in combat. First up, the Sun Wukong fruit. This one's legendary, no doubt. It's got some of the best moves in the game and lets you unleash an absolute fury on your opponents. The Gaku fruit is right up there, giving you all the power and speed you need to become a top contender. With its huge damage potential and powerful moves, you'll feel like you are in control of the fight from start to finish. Then we've got the Dark Lord fruit, a true powerhouse. This fruit allows you to dominate with some incredible abilities that can take down even the toughest enemies. And finally, the love fruit. Don't let the name fool you. This fruit packs a serious punch and offers some amazing moves that will leave your opponents in the dust. These fruits are top tier, rare, and honestly, if you get your hands on one of them, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And that's a wrap on the Anime Dungeon Fighters Fruit Tier List Roblox 2025. I hope you found this video helpful in figuring out which fruits are worth chasing after and which ones to avoid. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and lets you stay up to date with all the latest tier lists, guides, and more. Which fruit are you aiming for in Anime Dungeon Fighters? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong, and happy gaming.